Can a single tweet change the outcome of a presidential election? What about a magazine cover or a standing ovation at a rally? In an era where the line between entertainment and government is almost completely blurred, the influence of the public figure has never been more potent or more controversial.
We're not just talking about actors playing presidents in movies, we're talking about real life, where a talk show host can generate 1 million votes. A tech CEO can propose a new model for government, and a pop star can send hundreds of thousands of people running to register to vote. Today we're breaking down exactly how celebrities and public figures are reshaping American elections. We'll look at hard data, the deep-rooted causes, and the double-edged consequences for the democracy itself.
Let's start with the hard evidence. The idea that celebrity matter in politics isn't just a gut feeling, it's quantifiable. Take the 2008 Democratic primary when Oprah Winfrey threw her support behind Barack Obama.
What I know is that experience in the hallways of government isn't as important to me as experience on the pathway of life.
Oprah endorsement were worth approximately 1 million additional votes for Obama. That's not just a photo op, that's a significant early-stage momentum shift that can define the campaign trajectory.
Fast forward to 2024, and the role of the public figures has evolved from supporter to something closer to architect. And now let's enter the case of Elon Musk. He isn't just merely a high-profile voter. He represents a symbolic fusion of corporate philosophy and state power through concepts like the Department of Government Efficiency.
In September 2024, Taylor Swift posted a simple call to vote. Within 24 hours, nearly 406,000 people had visited vote.gov through her link. It's country proof that in the fragmented media landscape, a single notification from a trusted figure can cut through the noise and drive direct civic action. Why are public figures more influential than ever? Reason number one is the expansion of social media. Research from Harvard Arts Center confirms that celebrities are particularly effective at mobilizing younger people precisely because they already live on these platforms. Moreover, it's a direct line to the audience, bypassing the traditional press filters. With over half of US adults now getting their news at least sometimes from social media, as Pew Research highlights, these platforms have become the new battleground for political awareness. The algorithm of social media doesn't just amplify public figures' messages, it creates a parasocial bond where the political advice feels like it's coming from a friend.
Reason number two is the crisis of trust in institutions. Faith in the traditional gatekeepers has collapsed, and a scale of data show that the trust in mass media hover near record lows. The Pew Charitable Trust has documented a half-century decline in confidence in institutions like the Congress, the banks, and the organized religion. In this vacuum, celebrities are often perceived as authentic. It is not necessarily that Taylor Swift is a policy expert. It is that the voter trusts her more than the pundit on cable news. And the third reason is the politicalization of popular culture. This is where the politainment comes in. Pop culture is now a gateway drug to civic engagement. We see Gen Z repurposing icons from One Piece or the Hunger Games as symbols of rebellion against human rights abuses. We watch Oscar speeches transfer from thank yous into calls to action on immigration and foreign protests.
And I am the first American of Dominican origin to accept an Academy Award, and I know I will not be the last.
Public figures are not just commenting about the culture, they are the culture. And in 2026, the culture is inherently political.
So, is this a good thing? On one hand, the Harvard Ad Center argues that celebrities are democratic ambassadors. They lower the barrier to entry for millions of young people, those who might otherwise ignore the political process entirely. They normalize the act of voting, turning it from a distant civic duty into a relevant cultural trend.
But on the other hand, there's a dangerous shadow. Instead of engaging with policy, fans often enter an echo chamber, adopting their idol view without critical examination. And let's not forget the underlying platform logic. Whether it's a Taylor Swift post or a Musk live stream, the real winner is often big tech, which extracts massive data and ad revenue from our emotional, celebrity-driven political conflict. Ultimately, the evidence suggests that while celebrity power can boost turnout in primary and build momentum, it is rarely the decisive factors in high-stakes general election where party loyalty hardens.
Here, the inside of our group landed on. The public figure has become a new and official primaries of American politics.
Before a vote is cast, the battle for cultural relevance is won or lost on the timeline and screen. We scroll every day.
And the future of the issues are not about whether the public figure should speak out what they already are. It is about us, the voter, and about should we navigate our noise.
So, the real challenge for the next generation is to distinguish between a role of a celebrity and the competence of a leader.
We need to treat endorsements not as orders but as invitations to do our real homework.
Because in a democracy, the most important voice shouldn't come from a state or a smartphone. It should be coming from you.